What's up with it?
Hello. Can y'all hear me? Nah, hey, what's up? What's going on?
Nothing much, man. Introduce yourself to people who know who you are.
All right, y'all. I'm Pooda Bouetto. You know, I'm an artist from St. Louis, Missouri. You know, I rap and, well, I ain't gonna say I rap. I'm not a rapper. Let me clear that up. I'm not a rapper. Quit calling me a rapper. I'm an artist.
Type shit. Now, I remember I first reached out to you hell ago. That's when I first started. You probably been the first, like, female I ever interviewed, like, as far as artists.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna fake, you kind of spin me a little bit.
What I do?
You was on it, but I don't know what happened. We just kind of lost contact. I'm like, shit, fuck it, we're finna pull up with William. That's when I was pulling up, on motherfucker at the time.
Yeah.
I don't know, was you like skeptical because I wasn't showing my face nothing at the time? But I still don't show my face, but still.
Yeah, this the first time I ever really seen you, for real. But, nah, at that time it was a lot going on, and I probably just really didn't get around to it, probably because I always like to support people, and I always like to come through for people who support me. So the only thing that I could really think of is probably it was just the beginning of my little taking off. I was kind of buzzing at the time, because that's probably, I think that's the time.
I think, the song I seen that drew my attention to was that Drummer Man.
Yeah, that was when I was, that's when I was doing all that buzzing or whatever. So I probably was faking you out a little bit, but I definitely didn't mean to. I probably just had a lot going on, like, at the time.
Gotcha. It's all good. It's like, we heard now. That's all that matters.
We heard now.
We heard now.
For sure.
We'll start from the beginning a little bit. What part of St. Louis did you grow up in?
I can't really tell you a specific part that I grew up in, because I literally bounced around so much during my childhood. But I can tell you a place that I, like, feel like this where my family is, this where the people who got my back, you know what I'm saying? That was when I started being on the west side. That wasn't until I was about like 14, 15 years old though. But other than that, like, in my childhood, I grew up, I stayed in Murphy Park some of my childhood. I stayed in the county some of my childhood. I stayed in Arizona some of my childhood, Kansas City some of my childhood. I stayed in a lot of different places during my childhood just due to my behavior. So my mama thought shipping me her. I never went to a school more than 1 year. I went to a different school every grade. Like, I never stayed. Like, that was a hard part of my childhood for me though, because I made friends, like good friends, and when I made good friends, like, I would have to tell them goodbye every year. And so, yeah, I really don't have a place that I could say I grew up here. Like this where I've been since I was, But I got a place where I kind of settled for a bit. And that was the only place I was there for over a year, which was on the west side.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I was over there thugging for a couple of years. You hear me? Yeah, so.
I mean, that still could be good though, because like I kind of went to a different school when I was in elementary, like every year, and that helped me
learn different dynamics.
And get to know a lot of people too at the same time. That's why I know a lot of people from going to different schools.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it helped me really the way my childhood was, the dynamics of my life. I feel like that really made me be able to see like both standpoints, because with my mom I struggled a lot. You know what I'm saying? With my dad, I never lived with my dad until I was a freshman. But during my childhood, I lived with my mom, and we kind of bounced around a lot, and we were struggling a lot. Then I had that kind of balance with my dad, who was like stable financially and stuff like that. So me having that balance of just poverty and like successfulness, it really kind of helped me now where I'm at today, because I know both ends of it. I understand people that come from the suburbs, and I understand people that come from the hood. So it just helped me be able to relate to both worlds. You know what I'm saying? Because, they be feeling like they can't collide, suburbs and the urban areas. You know what I'm saying? They feel like either one don't. So I just feel like they really helped me be ahead of the game a little bit more.
Understandable. How would you describe St. Louis from your point of view?
St. Louis is like a fun city. It could be a fun city. It's like, but it's chaotic. Like, it thrives on bullshit. Like, this city thrives on bullshit. This city would rather see somebody failing rather than see them losing. They gonna celebrate, the failures before they celebrate success. Like, and as years go on, I can't lie, we are getting better. Like, because it's starting to be people out here that's like got influenced and like man, that shit lame. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's start to do something different. But it's just them people that's wanting to keep it going and stuff like that. So I feel like St. Louis could be a fun city. I love my city, but I just feel like we need to focus more on different things now. We've been focused on the same shit for years. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as far as the drama, the fighting, the showing, like doing this, doing that, trying to be better than the next. And I feel like it could be a fun city if we all just came together and stopped, competing or trying to feel like, oh, I'm better than her, or I'm doing this better than them, or instead of just coming together and seeing what we could come up with as a collective. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this city just needs a little work, but as a whole, I feel like it's an inspiring city. This city is different from any other city. Like with the lingo, the way we act, the way we think, the way we like dress, everything is different. So I feel like St. Louis have a lot to offer, but I just feel like we need to tackle being able to come together first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. Trust me, I understand.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a lot though.
Yeah, it definitely is. But I just feel like once people realize like we could change the world with our culture, like our own little St. Louis and culture and how we do shit, we could straight change the industry, the world, like how people, everything. But we gotta realize that first. See, everybody's so focused on like, St. Louis ain't never gone, St. Louis ain't never gone, St. Louis ain't never gone. So we ain't never gone. For real though.
Yeah. Now, growing up, was being a musician something that you always inspired to be?
No. I've never once in my life said I wanted to be a rapper. I actually wanted to be a nurse and a teacher at one point in time. That's because I love my kindergarten teacher and I wanted to be a teacher. But then I just turned into I wanted to be a nurse, and then it turned into wanting to go all the way with basketball. But if that didn't, my behavior kind of interfered with that, so I went back to wanting to be a nurse. And I'm just like, because I was always smart. So, but my behavior always was interfering. But I'm not gonna lie, I've always been an entertainer. I just never wanted to be an entertainer. Like, as a kid, I played cheerleading, basketball, football. I was in choir. I literally did everything, every activity. I can literally say that. And my mom always be like, Tori, come do that dance for me. Come do that dance. Da, 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 da. Tori, come act that out. Like, because I'm a very good actor. I can act. Anybody, if I see I can act anything out, like recreate it. But I've never once in my life said I want to go up and be a rapper or an artist. I've never said that. I can't lie and say that. But I wrote raps. I swear to God, I'm not lying. Like, I could post a rap that I wrote hell ago, like when I wasn't even rapping. But it wasn't because I wanted to be a rapper. You know how people do. Like, me and my family, we didn't, like I said, we had to create our own fun. Because we didn't have a lot of fun that, our mama bought us or gave us. So me and my brother used to do stuff like writing raps and rapping to each other. And then we used to play games like Let's Play Bougie. We used to play Rich. We used to call the rich people playing rich people. Let's Play Rich People. And we would have our food, whether it would be noodles, chicken nuggets, and we would be like, hi, how are you doing? Like, we used to do shit like that. Like, I used to always know that I wanted to be big, like, some way. I used to tell my mom, I asked my mom, I swear to God, I was 3 years old walking around saying, I'm gonna be a star. I never said I wanted to be a rapper, though. I just said I'm gonna be a star.
Straight like that.
So I always knew I was gonna be something big, and my mama said she always knew I was gonna be something special because I'm omnipotent. If you don't know what that means, that basically means like you could tackle anything, any and everything. Everything. You have multiple talents. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I never said I wanted to be a rapper, but somehow it always was something that I was doing.
Gotcha.
Like for no reason, just something like on some fun shit.
It's happening in here.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. And that was the craziest part to me. Yeah. When I really started rapping, like, damn, I've been not even wanting to rap, but been rapping for no reason. But now,
Gotcha.
Yeah. So boom.
Yeah. So just from an artist standpoint, why do you feel like St. Louis haven't had a breakthrough artist since, like, the Nelly, the Chingy, the Lunatics, since that time, early 2000s, basically?
One reason I'm going to say is because St. Louis make music for St. Louis. We don't make music for everybody in the world to relate to. We make it for just the people in St. Louis to relate to and the people in St. Louis to listen to it. And second of all, the dynamic of our music. Like, people left all that ghetto shit hellas ago. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we're still on the same shit. Of course, people like that street shit. Like, you know how Pooh Shiesty and them, they talk all that street ghetto shit, but it's like catchy. It's not to where only people up in it's not to where people up in their city only can listen to it. Like when we rap about street shit, it's about ops that only St. Louis people know. You know what I'm saying? It's not really necessarily just street shit that everybody in the world could relate to. Like, say Pusha said, what Pusha said in that song, he said, it's different. You know, what did he say? He said, I ain't never run. If I ran, it was from the police. Everybody can relate to that.
I guess.
But see, here, it'll be something like, Lil JoJo called me and I called him and then everybody from everybody else like, who is Lil JoJo? And you know what I'm saying? Or it's like, it's something that everybody cannot relate to. It's street shit, but it's just something that only St. Louis people know, like, oh, he talking about dude for the projects. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody know what's going on in Memphis and California up in Arkansas, nothing like that. So I just feel like that's one of the reasons why we haven't elevated, because we make music for literally St. Louis. Second of all, another reason we haven't elevated is because the supporters here are not real supporters. They gonna support you while you doing good, and then once you look like you doing bad, they gonna support the next hottest person, or they not trying to find the good in you for real. They like you, and they like you so much that they want to find something that they don't like about you. You know what I'm saying? Because they like, damn, she's so hard, or he's so hard, or I like this person so much. And then as soon as you slip up, they like, oh, let me analyze on that, and let me just go hop in on that, and they never let it go. You fuck up her, you never ever can come back. Some people can, depending on, because St. Louis are, I'm not hate to say it, but St. Louis are groupies. So if you come back and you look like you, they gonna forget all about it. You know what I'm saying? But not necessarily. It just depends. So that's another thing. The supporters are not real supporters. So you need a solid fan base to go anywhere in your city. You need a solid fan base, and the supporters here, they don't know how to be supporters. And then on top of that, on top of them being supporters, they scared to be, don't know how to be supporters. Other people don't like to be supporters. It's other people. It's some people that support you, but then they hate on you at the same time. And then you got people who like, man, they ain't from my city. The fuck I look like supporting their music, but over here singing Nicki Minaj and Lil Baby and everybody from every other else city. You know, like damn. So it's people that want to support you, but waiting on you to fuck up. So it kind of like interferes with your support. And then you got people who like, I ain't supporting them. The fuck I look like, you know, they just like me. So that's another thing I feel like we haven't gone nowhere. And then the last thing I feel like is people fuck themselves up when they, like, I don't know, they try to like stay here, I guess. Like, don't expand outside of St. Louis. Yeah, like they keep doing music here. Like once you get to a point where you got most of the city on you got a nice little fan base, I feel like you need to go. Music cannot take off here. This is a small city. It's like it's gonna be a miracle if somebody was to catch your music and then come get you out of here. Like that's how I feel. I'm not saying this is like a definite answer as to why nobody has made it, but this is how I feel. I've never seen nobody stay in St. Louis and grow up out of St. Louis. Did Nelly do that? Because I wasn't around in that time.
No, I don't know too much actually of his story, but I don't think he had. I think he went to New York from what I heard, like, you know, from people talking about it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just not a music city. It's really not anything city. This is not a city where you could grow out of anything. This is the trenches. So I feel like that'll really help people too if they was to get out of St. Louis and adventure their music after they've already built something here. Yeah.
Do you feel like you get the support from the city?
I feel like I did at a point in time. I feel like I did. And I feel like as time went on and as I like started, because the support came from my accident. That's how everybody, because they feel bad for me. You know? And that's not real. But that's how people work. If you notice, when people lose their son, their mama, anything, it don't even have to be you losing somebody. When people go through something and they post it on the internet, everybody fake. I'm not going to say fake support you, but it is. You don't know them. You feeling sorry for them. So you want to support them. You want to give them that support. Now, I'm not saying that the empathy is fake, but I'm just saying the support is a tad bit fake, because if they never went through what they was going through, you would have never started supporting them. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So the support came from me getting into an accident. You know what I'm saying? But then they realized, damn though, she really is hard. So people started liking me. But then people forgot that I just went through a whole traumatic experience. So now I'm changing as time go on. I'm changing and I'm doing me. And it's like, oh, well now I don't like her because of me trying to get through my trauma and me trying to grow through, you know, a real trying time. Y'all might see it as me making music, but I see it as me, I'm really grieving through this shit. Like, this is me grieving when I'm giving y'all this music. So I feel like at first I did get the support that I really needed, and I didn't slow down and like really take heed to all the support that I had and all of the people that was on my side. Instead, I don't know what I did. I guess I don't know, I got caught up. I really got caught up into making people like me, I guess. And then it started backtracking when I seen that they wasn't gonna like me. So I'm like, man, well, fuck y'all. So I started just lashing out at them.
Somebody told me about myself, about when I come to do the interview, what it's called, being politically correct. Like, basically try not to,
try not to rub nobody the wrong way.
Yeah.
And that's what I was doing at first. And then it just really went downhill from there because I realized that even with me doing that, people would still
find something.
So I'm just like, man, fuck y'all, but I think I went too far. And I just started saying fuck everything. Like, I ain't give a fuck about keeping no good image, trying to be nice to nobody. Anything, I don't care. So, but that's why I went wrong, and I just really said, man, I'm not trying to be something I ain't. That's really what it was. I'm not trying to play like I'm something that I ain't. I'm not no bougie, like real uppity ass girl. That's not what I am. And I stopped doing that. I stopped faking like that, and I just started showing who I was. And then who I was wasn't even in a good headspace at the time. And still ain't. I ain't gonna lie like I'm all the way there, but I'm just saying, like, I just really started being unapologetically me. I was hurt, girl. I was trying, like, I'm hurt, still hurting. So it's just like I'm just being unapologetically me. And if you can't see that, if you can't understand that, then I feel like then I'm good on the support then, you know?
Yeah. Now, I seen the post, speaking of support, I seen the post that you made recently, and also I reached out to you before when it comes to like the St. Louis blogs and stuff like that. I seen you make a post like, you don't like you did it with Nico. The interview you just did with Nico, like, you don't like the St. Louis blog posting you or nothing like that.
Yeah, I don't like them posting me. I don't like them posting me no more because, I don't know. I really just think that's something that is me being like who I am too. Like, because it's like, they not like, it's not real support. Like I said, it's only when you buzzing or when something being bad talked about you. Like, I haven't dropped in a long time. I haven't been dropping music a lot. My last song I dropped was No Pity Action. It was my last hit. And I just feel like once I stop dropping, like, even though I get that the whole thing of the blogs is to report music, but not necessarily, because they report I see them reporting other things too as well. Basically, more like my story is, I don't feel like the blogs really want to capitalize on the good person that I am. Like, I feel like they want to continue capitalizing on the type of, like, loud, I mean, not really loud, they want to capitalize on the impulsive, like, kind of like aggressive side of me, because that's not who I am. That's just something that I could get like. So I feel like they just want to capitalize. I feel like they stopped capitalizing on my music and really just start capitalizing on the bad parts of me.
I seen a post, I don't know which blog site posted it, but I think you were walking with your son. Somebody recorded you walking with your son.
Yeah.
I didn't feel that shit, man.
Yeah, nah, I definitely didn't feel that at all. That was really heart-wrenching, actually. Like, that was really, like, they really made me feel some type of way. Not because I was walking with my son, but because somebody couldn't have enough empathy or sympathy for a single mother and her son. Whether I had a car or not, which I did, but it just doesn't matter. Y'all didn't know. Maybe that was my last resort. Y'all didn't know that. It just felt like it was heart-wrenching for me because I felt like, damn, my motherfucker couldn't have. They wanted to get clout and likes and attention more than they could say in themselves, like, let me leave her. Let me just let her mind her business with her son. She probably going through some shit right now. And I wasn't at the time. I was really literally just taking a walk to the store on a nice day because that's the type of shit that I do. And I just like, it just made me realize, like, people really just want to see you bad, doing bad, like, for real, or want to just humiliate you any type of way that they can when they know that you got some type of relevancy. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think just, like, because of your status as an artist, that people don't look as you are. You supposed to be set at a certain standard. You can't just be normal.
Yeah, and then yeah, that's what a lot of people keep on telling me too. Like that was wrong. Like one of my people told me like, but Pooda, at the same time though, you shouldn't have been doing it because. I mean, it's like
I can understand, but why not?
That's what I say too. But it's like at a point in time you gotta accept the life that God's trying to give you. Like I'm not a regular person. I can't. I am. I want to be. I wish I could be, but I've already started this journey, and it's already what God got written for me. So I have to adapt to it. That doesn't mean like I have to think of myself like I'm better than the next person. It just means I have to treat myself better than a regular person. Like, and it sounds kind of like arrogant, but it's just what come with it. Cause like I'm actually realizing that, and I'm trying to learn that you just can't do regular shit. You just can't. Like, and it's hard for me because I come from really humble beginnings, and money has never been a priority to me. Clothing, fashion, trends has never been a priority to me. I've always started my own trends. I always had my own type of quirky, weird type of way. So. Yeah, basically I just learned that you can't do regular. I can't be regular. I can't take a walk to the store.
Yeah. How you feel about like the blogs and they be making like the top rapper list and shit like that?
Man, I don't pay that shit no mind. Them people don't even know music. Them people don't even know music. So I don't even pay that. I don't pay that no mind. The people don't know music or they. So I don't pay that no mind. I'm at the top of everybody's list in real life. For real. That's what I know.
Shit like that.
So I don't be tripping. Like, they know what's going on. One thing for sure and two things for certain. Y'all can't fool me. Y'all know what's going on.
I know I made like, back in 2021, I made like a little tournament thing, rap, and I reached out to you. Mm-hmm. You like, no, I don't want to be in that shit. And then right after that, you made a post on, but don't post me none of y'all East St. Louis shit. I'm like, damn.
Who did you have in there?
I don't even remember.
You probably had some of my fan songs in there. Let me rephrase. I don't even have ops. I have bitches who want to be my friends, but they can't.
I remember, I seen like something like back in 2019, like over like it was like a little commotion over a list. Mm. Like what was that all about?
A commotion over a list?
I guess maybe you was probably placed higher than somebody or something like that.
Oh yeah, that people be because the thing is the city go by numbers. They don't go by talent, which numbers do matter in the industry. They don't give a fuck about no talent. So. But the city will sit up and say a particular person is harder than me because, they got more followers or, they got a deal. So I think that's why people was in the commotion because I'm the underdog. And they put me above people who got the publicity. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's where the commotion came from. But at the end of the day, we're not talking about who do more numbers or who got a deal or who aesthetically look better. We're talking about who can rap, and that's what they base their list up off, and I feel like that was correct. So, commotion it be. I don't really, so that's why I feel like it was a lot of commotion about me being above people, and then it's been people that's been rapping longer than me, so it's kind of like, how she harder? And I've been rapping this, da-da-da-da-da. Work harder. Hey. Yeah. For real.
Yeah. But April 2018, that's when you went through something that, altered your life in a way. Mm-hmm. And it changed you in a sense.
Yeah, definitely did. It changed me physically, emotionally, mentally, everything. Yeah.
Yeah. You was in a real bad car accident where you lost your best friend, another young man lost his life, and you end up, taking a face injury during this process.
Yeah.
Could you take us back to that day?
Yeah. Basically, it was, basically that day was just a lot of commotion. I'm just gonna sum it up. It was a lot of commotion. A lot of things shouldn't have been going on that was going on. And it ended in a fatal accident. You know what I'm saying? And, people were trying to do things like, I'm not trying to, cause I'm past it and I've forgiven people while I'm in the process of forgiving people. So, a person made a bad decision in regards to trying to escape, I guess, potential, criminal charges or going to jail because they wasn't riding right. We wasn't riding right. So I'm just put it like that. So a person made a bad decision to try to escape, and it ended up costing 2 people their lives. And basically, we shouldn't have been riding around with the girl we was riding around with. And the trip and the visit was too long. We was supposed to be just getting weed, and we ended up getting in the car and riding around. And a lot of drama transpired in between the time that we got into the car, which was in the daytime, all the way up until 11 o'clock that night. So we prolonged our visit. Very, very long. We weren't supposed to be there, and a lot of fishy things happened. I've explained the whole situation in other videos, but I feel like it's a part of my healing process that I don't continue, going over the story. So I feel like, just to sum it up, we were with people who wanted to start commotion, start drama, see some fights, see something going on, and in the process of that happening, I just feel like it was instant karma. Not for her, because if it was instant karma for her, then she would have been the one that, died. But I just feel like it was just an instant, like, I don't know, like whatever she was trying to do at the time, because it was just a lot of fishy shit going on. So I just feel like that accident was just, it was just a lot going on, and God just was like, stop it. Like, it was just, before anything else could happen, I just feel like that was the best way to stop because it could have been worse. Who knows how long we would have been riding around with that girl, who we would have ran into. Like, people were shooting at us while we was riding with her and all type of shit. That's how we even initially got in the situation that we in, her going high rates of speed. Y'all know what I'm trying to get at her. Gotcha. So, yeah, basically she was just going like 80 miles per hour, shooting down the circle. Y'all know how narrow them streets is by the circle. We was right there on Hall's Ferry and McLaurin right there. So, and I don't know what came across her. She just wanted to turn going 80 miles per hour. And it was a big Navigator truck that was finna turn right, and he didn't yield, and she was turning left on this narrow street. And there's only one car could fit because it's already cars on the side parked. So only really one car could fit. So, man, yeah, we hit smack on. With a Navigator truck, we was in a Hyundai. And with that car being at a standstill and us going at such a fast pace, we kind of just skimped it and went up. Like, we hit it head on and went up in the air. And the people who watched it, like, actually a person from my hood was actually watching, didn't even know it was us at the time. They literally was right there watching. They said the car went up above the street light and slapped down on the right side, which is how Duck and Mara died. They was both sitting on the right sides of the car. Mara, they said they don't even know how she made it through. She was still living at the scene though, but she just had, of course, critical injuries. So yeah, man, that day was a really weird day, and still to this day, like, it's still weird because the moment all the way leading up into the crash. Now, this is how I remember it. Of course, they say I had a whole brain injury. I broke everything in my face. I cracked my skull and I had brain injuries. So this is how I remember it. It might have been different for another person, but this is literally how I remember it. We was just silent. Everybody. As like leading up to the crash, it wasn't even no music playing, especially with it being the circumstance we was in. We was going at a high rate of speed. Usually people be having the music playing, but we was silent, and everybody was just, I could really say, at peace, like with the whole, like what was about to happen. Cause this is how I remember it. I don't know, maybe because people say I'm lying when I tell this story. Other people that was in the car, but at first they was agreeing with me. When it first happened, it transpired the day of the accident. The second night, everybody was against the driver. I never forget. People could say they don't remember, but I remember. Everybody was like, everybody in the car was telling the same story. That lived, everybody was telling the same story. And then out of nowhere, I guess people went broke, started needing rides, weed, or whatever the case may be. And then Pooda delusional, she lying. She lying. And that's another thing that really set back my healing, because it's like, I started going crazy a little bit, because it's like, am I fucked up or something? Because I really vividly remember this shit going like this. I can run you the whole story down from top to bottom. But just to sum it up, cause like, the day was fishy. The whole day was fishy. Bitches was trying to start shit, get shit to pop off and all type of shit like that, and it ended in people losing their fucking life. And that shit hurts deeply, badly, because here I am. I had to continue on without. That was my friend. Y'all say that was y'all friend, but that was my friend for real. Like every day, that was my friend, and y'all had other friends. Y'all got other people, and then y'all all came back together. Everybody who claimed they was so hurt by her death, y'all all had each other to lean on. I didn't have nobody to lean on. That was my friend. That was my only friend. So yeah, I just feel like it's a slap in the face for everybody to just move on with their life as if I'm like and just forget about the whole story and just like that. It's a slap in the face, and it's very hard to get through it, even heal like that. So yeah.
Do you still have like flashbacks from that day?
Yeah, I have days where I just I run through the whole story multiple times. And I just be like, that's crazy. Like, it's unbelievable still to this day to me. Like, it feel like it happened yesterday. Like, literally, it feel like it happened yesterday. It feel like it hasn't been that long. And it's almost been straight 5 years since that happened. So, I definitely have flashbacks, and I don't dream. I dream, but I can't remember the dreams. My dreams be so vivid. I can't explain it. Like, it's one of the things that I struggle with due to the accident. I never really opened up about, because people think that the accident just, because a lot of people in the accident, they're okay now. They didn't have really no long-term, like, problems. But me, I do. I still have problems today from the accident. So that's what people don't know, and I really don't look for sympathy when it comes to that, but I really do still struggle with things. And if you look up TBI, I'll just share this. If you look up TBI, it's a traumatic brain injury. That's basically what I suffered. And if you look up the symptoms associated with it and everything like that, you probably will understand the type of person that I am now again. But anyways, I straight don't dream. I dream, but I don't dream. I dream, and I feel in my dreams, I'm feeling like I'm really in it. It's vivid, and it's like, and then when I wake up, I forget it. And I know I was dreaming, and I could try so hard to try to remember, but I can't remember. And like my imaginary Pictionary thing, like you know how you can imagine a picture in your head? Mm-hmm. I can't really do that. So it's like my flashbacks be more so like me just thinking about it. I don't really have flashbacks. And in my sleep, that's when I have like, I feel like I'm in it. I feel like I be reliving it. Then I wake back up and I be like, I don't know what just happened. I don't really know how to explain it, but that's the best way that I can explain it. When I'm in my sleep, I relive it.
What about like when you in a car? Like, do you get like have anxiety sometimes?
Yeah, I don't really ride with nobody. First of all, I don't like riding with nobody, especially at nighttime, because that's when we crash. That's really when it be serious. Like at nighttime, even when I'm driving though, I don't like driving at nighttime. I feel like I can't see for some reason. Knowing I can see, it just be like I be just scared. Or like I do it a lot when somebody in the car like. I be like, ooh, or they do something, they be like, I don't know, I be very nervous in the car. I don't even try to be, it's just that I be very nervous, like, people be too close to cars, something, like, I don't know, I just be scared, I do be scared, and I don't ride with nobody for real like that, and I don't drive at night for real, because it's scary to me, I feel like I can't see or something, I don't know.
To this day, do your face, like, still, like, you feel, like, tender and stuff like that, or is it still healing, or? Does it bother you?
My face is definitely tender. It doesn't hurt or nothing like that no more. My scars sometimes be itching like crazy. Like I literally can scratch till they bleed sometimes. I don't know why. I don't think that's just scar tissue probably. Mm-hmm. You know, people get scars. But no, I don't feel no I have headaches and migraines and stuff, but I don't feel, as far as my face, nope. I mean, when I get hit in my face, it hurts more than probably the usual person. Like my face easily,
because it is a scar.
Yeah, my face can easily be hurt, and it's gonna hurt for a period of time. Especially my nose, because I broke my nose. My nose is the most sensitive. Like, yeah, but my face is very, very sensitive. That's why I can't really indulge in physical activities. They told me never for the rest of my life, because I can't get hit in my face the wrong way. Or my head the wrong way.
Well, I see like when you the season when you talk about fighting.
Yes, they always say that every time I say that. But I mean, it gotta be a lot of force. I'm not saying like I'm just so delicate to where any little thing could fuck me up, but the next blow to my shit, I'ma be motherfucking dead vegetable. Be a vegetable. But yeah, no, I ain't even trying to. That's a thing that I do. A coping mechanism. I make fun of. Like I really try to make joke and laughter of shit that I really heard about. So I ain't trying to offend nobody when I say dead vegetable. But yeah, though.
Speaking of fighting, 2021, it had the gloves up during the Downs event.
Yeah.
Like, how did that whole thing come about? Like, as far as picking the fighters and.
First of all, that's one of my biggest regrets in my career. To all artists out there, don't you ever, and I say this humbly, don't ever place somebody on your pedestal with you. Somebody that hasn't worked. Somebody that you know for a fact loves you, but they just want to be in your position. Especially a person who supported you. So I learned a big lesson with that whole thing. That's when I took step back from rapping, because I'm like, hold on, I'm getting too lost in this shit. Like, you know. So I just want to say that don't ever, once you built you something, don't you ever just let somebody just come up and come against you without, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't even, let me say this, how they played. First of all, people, they played this event and switched it into something totally different. First of all, Unc is the most horrible. I'm not even trying to say this to diminish his character. I'm just really telling the truth. Like, for real, this is no cap. He gonna tell y'all cap, but I would never tell y'all cap. He is the most horrible manager or promoter or whatever type of event, whatever person that he want to be. He is horrible at it. He paid his money for this event, but didn't run it at all. We got there, and people who I didn't even know were hosts, security. They was running it. They was running it like this wasn't my show. This supposed to be my show. First of all, Unc came to me like, yeah, we gotta get your image right. You know, you too violent. Everybody think that you too violent. That's all you want to do. But then proceeds to put me in a boxing match to fight. So first of all, that's where I should have stopped there right there. Like, this not adding up. And then second of all, me and that girl had real beef. I don't know if y'all think that I just popped out the blue trying to fight somebody in a boxing ring. Somebody that's, and when I talk I don't mean to belittle nobody. I'm not belittling nobody. This is how I talk, and I'm not finna try to make my words different for the interview. This was a nobody. So she came out the blue. She was rapping like me. I'm not finna lie. You were rapping like me. Like, that's facts. We're not going to sit here and play like, oh, I wasn't rapping like her. You literally were sending me videos to my DM like, I want to rap so bad, but I don't know if I should do it. And I literally gave you that confidence to be like, go ahead and do your shit. Why won't you not? And I knew that you was rapping like me at the time, but I liked it at that point, because it's like, oh, I got me a little, you know, a little supporter, like somebody who look up to me. I inspired them. But then when it got too weird, I caught you out on it, and I'm like, bro, like, I don't like that. Like, you going too far with the rapping like me, moving like me, talking like me. That's not you. That's my whole personality. So at this point, it's my brand. So that was that. Then she instantly switched on me when I expressed that. You ass, you can't rap. People only fuck with you because your accident and your best friend died. You use your best friend death as a way to try to get people to like you. You don't even take care of your son. This girl spoke on all different topics before all this. That's what y'all don't know. Y'all never see this part. And basically, I wanted her head. I wasn't trying to fight nobody. I wanted her head. Y'all know what that means. I wanted her head. And he basically was like, Pooda, you should do this in a way where you can make you some money. Like, you got to grow up at a point. Basically convinced me to make it a professional fight. And I said, all right, I'll do that. But I didn't really realize that this was going to, like, give her a whole platform. Which I'm fine with, because she didn't even use it, because she don't even want to be a rapper. And this is facts. But, moral of the story, we got there. It was supposed to be a rap battle. It wasn't even supposed to. We played on people's intelligence with the whole boxing thing. That's what he told me. And it was going to be a rap battle, and then it was going to be a 30-second boxing match. That was it. We was going to get them 30 seconds of a little squabbling. We was going to take their money. Everybody was going to go home. I get there. That's why I was dressed up. Everybody like, you ain't even coming for a boxing match. It wasn't supposed to be a boxing match. That's why we supposed to. That's why I came so dressed up and dolled up, because it really wasn't supposed to be a full-blooded ghetto ass, ratchet ass boxing match. I don't do shit like that. I beat shit for real. I don't play in no boxing ring. Fuck do I look like? I'm not no boxer. Yeah, we get there and I'm turned up, burnt up, cause I'm like, you know, it's hella people here. I'm like, damn, I didn't pack, and that's me. I want y'all to know that's me. So all y'all trying to, y'all was there for me. At the end of the day, whether you saw me whether you came for me to lose or you came for me to win, you came for me. So that taught me some shit too. Like, I straight packed out halftime. I don't think halftime ever had that many people in it. So anyways, we get there, and as soon as I get there, they basically like, okay, I get there, then Brand B get there. So then they basically start rushing me like, Pooda, you come on. Brand B said, fuck a rap battle. Brand B said, fuck a rap. This is where it started changing. Brand B said, fuck a rap battle. Come down here and box. Come down here and box. I'm like, what's going on? He like, don't know shit at this point. He can't help me. I'm like, okay. Ain't nobody finna hold me. I'm getting out my box now. I came with a good mindset. I'm getting out my box because I feel like motherfuckers is trying to play with me in here. So now I'm getting my emotions riled up and shit. So boom. One little story, I'm like, okay, just go get my clothes, because I did bring a set of clothes to change into. That wasn't supposed to be my outfit. I can't even change to my clothes. Pooda, they said you scared, huh? Everybody in the crowd, boo. Cause y'all had to bend there, like, it instantly, the whole dynamic of the energy just changed. And it was like, everybody wanted Pooda to lose. And it was like crazy. As I'm walking up to the stage, these bitches behind the stage, like, bitch, you at? I swear to God, it felt like I swear, this how I felt. I was a black person surrounded by all white people.
Ruby Bridges made me think.
Yeah. Like, it felt like I was walking through a racist, like, crowd. And they, like, everybody, I could feel the hate. You could feel the hate in the air. Like, it was literally, and I started, like, hyperventilating almost. And my mom was like, Tori, calm down. You better not start crying, because then they really gonna make fun of you. This is right when I was standing up in the ring and I was finna put the head on. And basically, I did my shit, beat the fuck out of her. And then, let me tell y'all this. She had on UFC gloves. If you go, it's a video on YouTube that can show it. UFC gloves, your thumbs be out. That's how she put my wig off in the first round. You can't put nobody's wig off with boxing gloves on if your thumbs and hands are in. They gave me big fat ass boxing gloves. Real boxing gloves. She brought her own gloves. They talking about, well, she brought her own gloves. I didn't even know. This is what I'm saying. It's just a whole bunch of shit I didn't even know about. I still end up coming out on top, regardless, because you can't beat a fucking winner. But it's just like, that was that, and I tried to go a third round. Like, that's gonna give him too much. First of all, we already gave him too much. It was supposed to be a 30-second fight. Now, all of a sudden, you want to try to leave it at, because they already thought she won that first round because she pulled my wig off, or whatever you want to call it. And then second round, I beat her. Then now y'all want to try to say, nah, it's over with. Nah, because now y'all know it's gonna be, everybody gonna be saying it's a tie. The thing at the mall, they also played on my they played on my intelligence too, because the video, you see me running up, it make it look like I'm just the aggressor once again.
Oh, yeah. What happened with that situation?
She came into the mall. First of all, she had on fighting clothes. She didn't have a purse with her. She didn't look like she, this is why I'm still standing on, they set me up. I don't give a fuck what nobody talk about, because she went to go get her tickets from, we was staying in the hotel right across the street from the Galleria. We walked to the Galleria. She came to get her tickets from After she did that, she came straight to the Galleria. What other reason would she come to the Galleria after she get her tickets from if she weren't buying shit? I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't know for sure, but that's just really coincidental to me. Like, she came to get her tickets from you. And then when I got back after the fight, I asked him, how did she even know that? He talking about, this is the exact words. He talking about, I see she hops out with Major, which is her baby daddy. I see she hops out with Major, and please do not take this interview as a way for you to come and do an interview with nobody and talk about the situation. This just me talking about the situation because this was my event. This wasn't your event. I added you to my event, so don't try to go and do an interview with somebody and talk about the situation for relevancy, trying to make it seem like I'm talking about you, because I'm clearly not. Anyway, so he like, I see her hop out with Major, and I know Major. That's my little partner. I birthed her, so I basically just tell him like, make sure you take her back over where you take her, because Pooda is at the Galleria. Who the fuck is you playing with, cuz? Like, but alright, we'll say that you was just trying to warn them not to go over there. But really, in our reality, why the fuck would you say anything? All you got to do is just give them their tickets, and they would have been on about their business. But anyway, she came over to the mall, And she coming to the place. She like, damn, what's up, Pooda? I'm like, girl, you not finna ruin this for me. Cause I set this up to try to be on some grown woman shit. Now you trying to come here and be on this. Like, we should never did this. We should have just met up and fought like I wanted to. For real. So I'm like, man, bye. I'm not finna fight you. I'm not finna fight you. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm still saying that. So as I'm saying that, she like, all right, that's what the fuck I thought you be talking all that shit on Facebook. But then I peep, her friend got a phone in her hand holding it like this. I'm like, oh no, y'all ain't finna have me on the internet looking like I'm a punk ass bitch. That was when I needed to prove something though. I learned that too. Like, I don't got shit to prove to a motherfucker. Motherfuckers know what I do out here. So I think told them, go over there, promote the fight, get a video of you basically acting like you punking Pooda. And because he didn't want her to fight me. Because when he's like, that was not the plan. The plan, y'all could have just did it. He said, y'all could have just did a little promo video for the fight. They would have made the, y'all could just did that. Y'all didn't have to fight. That's when I knew. So, it was just a lot of shit being said. People think I wasn't listening to that made me put two and two together. But basically, they was recording and basically trying to make it seem like they was punking me. That was supposed to be the end of it. That's why she was like, oh, that's why I thought. And she was walking away. That's why you seen her walking ahead of me. But the video started. WAP was holding me for like 2 minutes. When she first started walking out the store, I'm like, bitch, what the hell, what's up? But then she started walking fast on my son. She didn't want to fight. So, WAP was holding me back, and that's why in the video you kind of see me breaking up off of him. And that's when the video first started. And that's when I ran up. And I'm my mama, I beat her. I don't give a fuck what y'all talk about. She did sweep me, but I beat her. And that's why if you pay attention to that video, they had a video. Her friend was recording from that angle. They ain't gonna upload that angle. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, so that was that. I ran up on her. They only got that part of me running up on her. She swung me on the ground. That was that. Yeah. So she feel like she beat my ass. Y'all feel like she beat my ass. She beat my ass. Whatever y'all want me to say. Hey. So, yeah, that was that. And I beat her in the ring. Yeah. And that was that. And I never, ever, ever in my life do nothing like that ever again. Because she didn't even use the platform right. You don't even want to be a rapper for real. You just wanted to have somebody looking at you. You just wanted to have followers or whatever you wanted to have. Because you didn't even take the followers, the platform, and do nothing with it. Matter of fact, I done passed you up again with a new page. That's why people don't like me. I don't even care though, but no, I'm going to talk my shit. I'm popping my shit all year, man. I ain't holding back. This real. This is the real. Uncut.
Yeah, I seen you and Unc had like a little back and forth like last week or so. Yeah. Over like I guess being paid for the show.
Yeah, he basically came to me after the show with this bag with like, I don't know how much he was in. He was like, Pooda, this all this up in it. They talking about Lewis said he wasn't watching the door because Lewis supposed to be watching the door. They just a whole bunch of bullshit trying to act like the money was all, he didn't have like all the money that was supposed to be there. Basically, then he told me before the fight, I just want my money back that I put into it. Everything else gonna be yours. Then after the fact, all this is, no, I need a profit. You thought I was just getting my money? I need a profit. He's a real manipulator. That's why I stopped fucking with him. I didn't have to stop. I stopped fucking with him. I want y'all to know this. I stopped fucking with him. And still to this day, if I came and told I want to fuck with you again, he's going to do that. But I'm just saying, yeah, so he basically tried to jib me out some money. Even though I made hella money on my Cash App from my tickets and everything else, I was supposed to get all my money from that. And I ain't tripping because God going to bless me. I already know God going to bless. I'm the star. I made that happen, so I could just make it happen again. So yeah, that was that, and I stopped fucking with him because I actually slapped the shit out of Unc on my mama, on everything. I slapped the fuck out of that man, and he scratched me in my face hella hard. After I slapped him, that man, hey, he scratched me in my face, and that's why we fell out, because we got into an argument one day, and he said some shit that he wasn't supposed to say. And I slapped him. I ended up slapping him. We ended up getting into an altercation, and then we stopped fucking with each other. He tried to come back and fuck with me, but I'm like, nah, you put your hands on me, and it just went too far. And he just a snake. And then that whole, the time we was arguing, my bad, y'all, I be daydreaming. The time we was arguing, he basically let me know he didn't like me for real. He just wanted to fuck with me because he knew I was talented. While we was arguing, he basically like, I don't even like you, and I never want to fuck with you. I just wanted to make it in the music because you are talented. That's the thing. People be real and they'll say that she's talented, but I don't like her. But yeah, so I just don't want to be around nobody who don't like me for real, don't really want to see me win. They want to try to see me lose more than see me win, but just on my side. Then he was hella degrading. Like, he would try to, he the type of manager, y'all know how in the movies, like, you would think that stuff was fake. Y'all know how, a man that's trying to help you, he'll degrade you and lift you up at the same time to try to make you feel like that you can only, you ever seen that in a movie? Like, a motherfucker be like, ain't nobody gonna want you but me, ain't nobody gonna fuck with you but me. Shit like that. I don't like shit like that. I don't know who the fuck you think you is. Or he'll say shit like, Pooda, you just a ghetto ass, but you don't know me. You don't know nothing about me. You know one half of me. You know one version of me. He just was real, he just was real degrading and just real, and he talked about everybody around him. And it's not even about that, but I just realized that I didn't want to be around that type of energy for money. Yeah, he got money. I give it to him. And he kind of know what to do with the music, but I feel like something that's for you is for you. Nobody can take that away from you. So I feel like I could be better off running into a better connection rather than him. So that was that, and I'm leaving that there.
He also, during that, you know, back and forth, he made like an accusation about you being a dancer. Why would he say that?
Me being a dancer, because
be real.
Okay, y'all, I'll be real. But people already know this. Okay, so at a point in time in my life, I wouldn't say that I was a dancer. I would say that I went to dance for a quick come up. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like a dancer is somebody, this their job, this is what they do, they posting it. Like, they go here every night to get money. That wasn't me. See, Unc is the type of person, he wants you to fully depend on him, like I said. And I didn't do that. I'm still going to the club. I go to the club here and there. Even though I was doing scams, I would still go to the club. And then I would be coming in with them racks on my mama. So on top of him getting me money, I'm still getting my own money on the side. So I felt like that was just his way of trying to, like, tell people my business, I guess. Because don't nobody really know that. For real, for real. Some people know if you came to the club or if you was in my close friends. I sometimes posted it in there, but I never really had supporters in my close friends. It was always people who I already knew. So, yeah, I danced for a period of time. It's not something that I'm embarrassed about or nothing like that. It's just something that wasn't supposed to be public because I didn't want it to be public. That's not something that I want to be known for. It's not nothing wrong with it. I don't feel like, well, actually, let me rephrase. I do feel like it's something wrong with it now. And I'll never do it again, but it's just, I feel like he wanted to mention that just once again to degrade me or take away from my reputation, which everybody want to do, which I don't really care because I don't really care for a reputation. Because if you have a reputation, that means that you're not changing. If you get what I'm saying. If somebody know you for something and then they always know you for that, it's wrong. That's bad. I don't want a reputation. I just want y'all to watch me continue to grow and evolve into whoever I'm going to grow and evolve into be. Like, I don't even really, that's why I say I'm not a rapper. Please don't, because I don't want to disappoint y'all when y'all see me fucking, I don't know, mowing the grass. I'm not saying I'm going to be mowing, I'm just saying, like, you know, yeah, like, this not, I love music, y'all, and I'm always going to do music, and I'm always going to drop music, but I don't want y'all to put me in a box and say that I'm a rapper, and this is something that I want to, you know, do for life. So yeah, I did dance for a period of time, and I don't recommend it to anyone who wants to anyone who feel like, oh, it's just a quick little thing. Like, no, because it's very addicting, and you can get lost in that shit. And I don't recommend it to anybody. It doesn't necessarily say that you a whore or a hoe. It just degrades your value at the end of the day. You could try to put it however you want to put it. In America, like, because over in Africa, twerking is not looked at as degrading, or it's over in other places that, you know, you see little ass girls twerking and shit. But that's their culture. That's what they do. In America, that's not what we do. It's just not our culture. So you just have, like, you can, because I'm a very woke person and I try to be like, well,
it's our culture, but it's looked at from a different
standpoint. It's looked at, yeah, it's our culture, but it's looked at from it's still a black woman's culture, but it's looked at as a different standpoint in America. It's not looked at as, oh, she just having a good time and dancing. It's not looked at as that. Like, you're trying to be sexual, you're trying to be seductive, and you're being a little ratchet. So, yeah. I was a dancer for, like, every other 3 months. I go and get me a little bag.
Well, it's 2023. Can we just like get some new music, a mixtape or something?
Yes, I'm on it, y'all. Like, I'm on it. I don't know how much I'm gonna be on it, but I'm definitely gonna drop music this year, and I'm definitely looking forward to dropping the tape. And I'll give y'all the name of it. It's called Queen of the Ghetto. I've been working on it for hellas. I actually had the name of it hellas ago. I was supposed to drop it last year. But I had got the mixtape cover made and everything. I thought I had the songs for it. I had the track list made, everything. I had everything prepared, but I just was like, nah, I ain't ready yet. Because all that stuff happened, got my page took. And yeah, so yeah, I'm definitely dropping music, man. I'm coming. I don't know if I'm coming as hard as y'all want me to, but I'm definitely coming. I'm going to put myself back in the limelight. What I'm doing right now is just trying to figure out how am I going to do it without doing it how I did it before. How am I going to handle being in the limelight again without handling how I handled it before? So that's just the thing right now. We're just figuring out how am I going to drop my stuff and it look different from how I used to drop it. How am I going to come with my music and it's coming different from how I used to come. So, yeah, I'm just trying to be more professional, be more like aesthetically pleasing, be more of a woman, be more of like cute and pretty and dainty and stuff like that. So I definitely got some stuff coming though. I got some singles dropping starting spring. I'm telling y'all, starting spring, I got some singles dropping, and then I'm gonna drop a mixtape in the summer to get y'all popping all through the summer. I promise. I promise.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. Pooda Bouetto.
Yes, I really enjoy
Pooda Bouetto.
Yeah, but okay, yeah, let me just, and then Pooda Bouetto. Yeah, Pooda Bouetto was my first name, of course, because I'm a Crip. I'm a die-hard Crip. I'm gonna be a Crip to the day I die. I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, so Pooda Bouetto was my first name, but I realized like that's kind of placing yourself in a box already when it comes to being connected with other big people like politics and everything else. So when you come into the game and I get to the point where I'm a big artist, it's some bloods out here who don't play that shit. Like, you know, they ain't finna be linking up with no Loke or nothing like that. Or just somebody with Loke in their name. It's not certain that they ain't gonna link up with no Loke, but you going there hard like you gang banging. I'm basically gang banging with my name at all times. And I just want to be more, like I said, prissy, more woman like, more relatable to a woman. And Bouetto means bougie and ghetto. So yeah, I changed my name from Pooda Bouetto to Pooda Bouetto after like 2 or 3 years of me rapping. Because I feel like, first of all, I can't brand Pooda Bouetto. Because Loke is already what it is itself. Bouetto is something that I can brand and make my own. I can make that me. No, everybody can't be Pooda Bouetto. Everybody could be Loke. Kais. Everybody can't be Bouetto. Because that's me. But everybody already is Loke. There's a lot of Lokes out here. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's really, I wanted to come up with something that I could brand myself. Like whether I was to drop a clothing line or come out with a shoe or a Bouetto bag. Who knows? Don't take my idea because it's a girl out here that got a, and I don't mean to come for nobody. Once again, it's another artist. She's a singer. And she got a eyelash line called Bouetto Blinks, Bouetto Boulevard. But then she took the way I spelled Bouetto and then put another look change to the way she spelled it. And then I actually confronted her about that too. And she was like, "Oh, I been knew that word." And so why weren't you using it before I came out with my name? So it's just like, but I'm not really like that petty about it. It's just like, yeah, it's a name you could brand, and that's why I changed it to that. I love my name now, Pooda Bouetto.
Shout out to your social media. Let them know they can follow you at.
You can follow me on Instagram at Pooda So Pretty. That's Pooda So Pretty. You can follow me on TikTok at Miss Bouetto, MSBOUETTO. You can follow me, subscribe to me on YouTube at Official Pooda Bouetto. And you can follow me on Snapchat at, I think my name like The Official Bouetto or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, mainly I just want you to go follow me on Instagram at Pooda So Pretty. That's my main base where I, show my music and showcase myself. And yeah, I appreciate you if you watched the interview all the way through to this point.